intent of this video is to provide an overview of Charles City's Phase 2 of the Student Teaching Experience. Specifically, you will gain an understanding of Phase 2 of the Student Teaching Experience and begin to identify and recognize the value of the required learning activities and experiences within Phase 2. Phase 2 of the Student Teaching Experience provides a period of time for cooperative teaching, also commonly referred to as co-teaching. This entails both the student and cooperating teacher sharing responsibility for planning and lead teaching at various times. This gradual increase in responsibilities of the student teacher will help him or her strengthen instructional and classroom management practices. This phase is suggested to last between 2 and 3 weeks. Specifically within Phase 2 of the Student Teaching Experience, the student teacher will have increased responsibilities. This could include, but is not limited to, having the student teacher perform tactical tasks, such as taking attendance or entering grades. It could also include provide routine instructional elements, such as warm-ups or checks for understanding, and could also include enhancing student understanding, such as working with individuals or small groups, or also during MTSS time. Additionally, at a minimum of 5 times, the student teacher and cooperating teacher will collaboratively plan the cooperating teacher's lessons, with the cooperating teacher taking the lead and making his or her thinking explicit. This experience will allow the student teacher to gain insight into the cooperating teacher's strategic and purposeful planning, while also allowing the cooperating teacher the chance to expand his or her thinking by questions or new ideas posed by the student teacher. Once these plans are created, the duo will then establish and at a minimum of 5 times, utilize co-teaching strategies to deliver the collaboratively developed lessons, with the cooperating teacher taking the more dominant role. This will then allow the student teacher to gain confidence in lesson delivery and classroom management. Prior to delivery, identify the roles and components each teacher will play and deliver within the lesson. After delivery, the duo should debrief and reflect on the lesson, as well as their students' learning. After collaboratively planning and delivering the cooperating teacher's lessons, in similar fashion, at a minimum of 5 times, the student teacher and cooperating teacher will collaboratively plan the student teacher's lessons, with the student teacher now taking the lead and making his or her thinking explicit. This experience will allow the cooperating teacher to proactively coach the student teacher and reflect upon his or her planning and anticipated delivery of the lesson. The cooperating teacher should expand and enhance the student teacher's thinking by asking purposeful questions, but continue to let the student teacher develop and implement his or her personal style of teaching. Again, after the plans have been collaboratively planned, the duo, at a minimum of 5 times, will utilize co-teaching strategies to deliver the collaboratively developed lessons, with the student teacher now taking the more dominant role. This again will allow the student teacher to gain further confidence in lesson delivery and classroom management. Prior to delivery, identify those roles and components each person will play, and after delivery, debrief and reflect on the lesson and the student learning together. The 5th learning experience of the 2nd phase of the student teaching experience includes creating an induction growth plan for enhanced performance. Clear goals help every person achieve his or her aspirations. Therefore, during the student teaching experience, each student teacher will develop his or her transition growth plan. This plan will provide clarity to working with the student teacher's in-task standard area of strength, as well as focus the student teacher on an in-task standard area for growth. The plan will require specific supporting evidence which will be collected through observations of the student teacher throughout the experience. Therefore, this plan will be collaboratively developed as a trio of the student teacher, cooperating teacher, and teacher leadership coordinator during the 2nd phase of the Charles City Student Teaching Experience. All of the in-task templates can be found within Charles City's Student Teaching Handbook. At its core, Phase 2 of the Student Teaching Experience aims to increase the student teacher's responsibilities, nurture growth and learning, and foster a deeper and richer collaborative partnership between the student teacher and cooperating teacher. If you have any questions or suggestions regarding Phase 2 of the Student Teaching Experience, please feel free to reach out to me at dvovis@charlescityschools.org. Thank you.